Hello to everybody from Tibetan Bead&Wool Shop, and this video will be a little introduction to triangular shawls. It will not be like full-scale tutorial, but shawls are something which I found some of the customers are scared of. Some of you will be knitting shawls and have been knitting shawls for years and even just come in and crack on. But I have had customers who look at it and think it's very, very complicated. It's not. And I have worked out my kind of little method where I can design any shawl at any time. And we are talking about this kind of triangular shawls. Or there is a little sample like that. This one is just a color sample, and to be honest, the center I should have prepared better, but the center is a bit stretched out because it's been hanged like that as a sample. This one is again another little sample just to show off yarn, which has exactly the same increases. So is this little piece which I have here on a needle, but at the moment I need to change the bigger needle. And what it is what I would like to show you, because I'm lazy by nature, and once you have worked out your increases and figured out the system, basically Bob is your uncle, because you can do any pattern. You can adjust the stripes, you can do stockinette stitch, garter stitch, a lacy kind of border or anything. As far as you work your increases, all same. And as you can see, this one is a good example. This one is our popular jester shawl, and this one is the first one where I kind of worked. Oops, that wasn't a good video, but hey, you stay here. And as you can see, all these shawls are started from this inner center piece point and then knitted this way outwards, right? And all you need to do is set your center increase and set your side increases, and somewhere around here you will already know exactly what you're doing. And this one, as you can see there, the yarn does the job, the yarn does the colors. And on this one, which I have just started, you can see very well where I have just added a couple stripes in a garter stitch into the stockinette stitch background, right? So basically it's all very, very simple. And yeah, this way I can design my shawl as I go, because I can stop when I achieve the size I would like, or I can stop when I run out of the yarn. There are obviously other types of shawls which I can kind of briefly scan over, which I have put here aside of me. This one is one very popular one, and this one is something like you can't get easier than that. This one is done from one ball of cake yarn from Shepius, which is Whirl, and this shawl you start from there with 3 stitches. This side is, one side is straight, and one side you increase 1 stitch every second row. And once you have used half of the yarn, which is roughly there, you do the same thing opposite, which means you decrease 1 stitch on the same side where you were increasing, and that just is garter stitch from start to the end. And to be honest, the pattern is like kind of nearly 3 sentences. So this one is very popular, very good for beginners for the first shawl. But so is our triangle system, which I will put pattern later on online on our website. In the blog you will find the written pattern for this, because to be honest, once you have done this centerpiece, like I said to you before, you will be away. So once you know, and I know the pattern says use the stitch markers, but to be honest, I hate stitch markers. I can't get on with them at all. They are always in my way and I don't like them, and I like to live a little bit dangerously. But if you like using your stitch markers, there will be in a pattern, it will say to you when to use it for your ease. And yeah, just carry on. So, and from this part we will switch on to a little tutorial This part of tutorial I will show you how to start your increases, how to set them going, and then after that you can kind of just keep going and keep doing the same increases over and over, and you will achieve the nice triangular shape. So what I have started with, I cast on 3 stitches, and you can cast on any of your favorite methods, so it really doesn't matter. So, and now the first row is knit 1 stitch, and I'm sorry, I'm knitting continental way, so but that doesn't change anything. So you knit 1 stitch, do yarn over, and I seriously cannot figure out what's the difference, because some people put yarn over this way, I put yarn over this way. It doesn't change anything in my opinion. Then you knit 1 stitch, do another yarn over, and knit the last, so you end up with 5 stitches onto your needle. Turn your work, and now you purl all stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, and we turn again. And now what we will be doing, we will be knitting 1, doing yarn over, knitting 1, yarn over, knitting 1, yarn over, knitting 1, yarn over, knitting 1. So that gives us what, 9 stitches, and all the reverse rows are purl. So I will put you on a hold while I'm purling, so because really to watch me purling is not the most exciting thing. So now I have purled back, and now I'm starting the next row, and I do knit 1, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 2, oops, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 2, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 1. And now I will show you how you purl back, because now you have in a pattern it will say purl into the back of the stitch, right? And what you start with, the first, you purl normal, the first yarn over you do normal to create a hole, then you have a knit stitch which you now purl, and this one is your second yarn over. And what I'm doing there is, instead of just picking up the loop there, I cross over, I knit it in the back of the stitch, and as you can see there, it kind of has made the yarn to cross over, and that has closed the hole. And that one will be now on the side increases, you will be doing it on every time when you purl back. And now you are near the center stitch. This one you knit normal, sorry, purl normal, until you will get to 3 stitches or 4 stitches to the end. And now this one you want to close up, and you can see it again has made a little loop, crossed over loop. Now you purl like normal, and the last yarn over is going on like normal. And why you are doing it, because now when you look from the right side, you can just about start to see that is your center stitch. These ones are increases, the yarn overs in the center, and now here on the side you do not want double hole, so where you have done knit, yarn over, knit, yarn over, so you will always, the second yarn over, you will always, when you go back, you will purl that one in a back loop. So if I show you one more row, and that will then make the picture hopefully much clearer. So we knit 1, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, so that's one of our side increases, the first one, and then we go to the center stitch, right? That's our center, so we do yarn over, center stitch, yarn over, and now we knit until we have 2 stitches left, right? And we do other side increases, which is yarn over, knit, yarn over, knit, right? and you can see how this one, I know it looks a bit odd on these needles, but this one is the center of your shawl. It's not the bottom corner, right? And now on the way back, what we do is knit the first stitch. Sorry, I'm saying knit, purl obviously. You purl the next, purl this one, and then this one again you do the back loop business, and that just closes the hole, because otherwise if you just knit into the, like normal, into yarn over, it creates a hole, which is really nice, but you don't want two holes next to each other. And now all the rest of the row is just purl until you have the last 4 stitches left. Right, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 left, and the first one I again do through the back loop, and then the rest I just purl as normal. Right, and this, my dears, is the easiest increase for triangular shawl, and if you keep doing the same thing over and over, you will have really beautiful triangle. And as you can see here, where I have knitted the yarn overs normal, you have a nice hole, and you can see the first yarn overs here form a hole, and the second one is closed up, but it still increases the size. So there you go. So I hope you enjoyed our little tutorial. I hope it is very clear. Like I said to you before, the written pattern is on our website, which is www.beadandwoolshop.co.uk. If you look in our blog, you will find written instructions for the increases. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to receive all your shawls which you knitted based on our pattern, or maybe even your own pattern. So send us a picture and we will share it in our Facebook page. All the information is in the comments below the video. But of course, if you like this video, subscribe to our channel and like our video if you do. If not, tell us why not, or maybe what you would like to see. So see you all soon.